Yo, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Match post-match analysis to Bafana game against Congo Brazzaville. I mean, a typical away game. A typical away game. That's what you expect when playing away. Basically, played most of the game. I mean, not most of the game, but then second half, just consolidating the score. I can't say like we wanted to win the game in the second half. I cannot say Bafana wanted to win this game in the second half. Yes, maybe because of we lost our main player in Themba Zwane. I hope it's not a serious injury. I hope that he makes a quick recovery because he's needed at Mamelodi Sundowns. He's really, really needed at Mamelodi Sundowns. And yeah, a couple of things to go into. We didn't play well. I can't say, and also I didn't expect us to play well. I said before the game that I don't expect us to play as well as we did in the what do you call it, in the first leg. I expected us to struggle a bit. I expected them to play or show much better performance in this game than they did in the first leg, and that's exactly what they did. They came out and they attacked. They took their chances, and I must say this: we're so lucky. Honestly, if you're really being honest, as South Africans, we were lucky. We were so lucky. I mean, that first goal that they scored for me was legitimate. I don't think that goal was offside, and I think that goal should have stood. And also, again, the penalty, Rooyen Dudley, for me that was a penalty. For me, that was a penalty, and yeah, man, like I'm never gonna complain. I'm glad that we benefited. So yeah, I'm happy that we benefited, but not a great performance. Not a great performance after what we did. And I said this in the last game. Like I said, you know what? I really hope that we didn't finish our goals. I really hope that we didn't finish our goals. But I mean, they deserve to win this game. They deserve to win this game. If we're being honest, the referee came to our rescue. The referee really, really did came to our rescue, and we have the referee to thank. And but then this is not me slandering the players. This is not me slandering Hugo Bruce. I expected us to struggle in this game. As much as like I wouldn't say we struggled, but then like I said, I didn't expect us to play like we did in the first leg. I didn't expect us to put 5 goals against this team in the second half, in the second leg. And I mean, 1 point is not bad. It's just that like it kind of looks bad now when you check the table because like now Uganda's number one with 10 points. Um, we are number two with 8 points. We're yet to qualify. We're yet to qualify because Congo Republic can still get 10 points. Congo Republic can still get 10 points, but then although it is very very unlikely that they will do so. It's very very unlikely to that they will get 10 points. I still expect Bafana to qualify. I still think we can still qualify in the by becoming the number one in this group because we still have to play Uganda away, I believe, and we still have to play South Sudan. So I expect us to beat Uganda as well as South Sudan. I mean, so uh, yeah, man. I mean, the game was tight. I mean, they came out today, man. These guys, they did came out today, and I expected them to do that. I expected them like to because if you're really being honest, even in the first leg, this team played well. This team in the first leg had chances. This team in the first leg, they could have, if it wasn't for Ronald Williams, they could have scored 2 goals. But unfortunately, Williams was the difference. So please, guys, do like this video. Do like this video. But then, like now, I'm just gonna go into the nitty gritty of this game, in the main details and what really really transpired in this game. Um, After last game because Elias Mokwana didn't score, and I was seeing like so many people were critical of Elias Mokwana. So many people were like criticizing Elias Mokwana, saying like, "Nah, I shouldn't start the next game." Hey, what? I'm like, he proved himself today. He scored, and although he missed the first opportunity, in fact, he should have had a brace today. If you're being honest, Elias Mokwana should have scored a brace today. He wasted the first chance that he got, but then he came back and redeemed himself. And honestly, a good goal that like okay, expected him. Even though he kind of like made a mess of that opportunity that he got, he kind of like he made a mess of it, but then he redeemed himself and put it away. Bafana 1-0, and I thought we were in shape. I thought we were shape. I thought the defense was in shape. I thought although our midfield was not that great, today. But then I blame the pitch. You know, this artificial pitches. We're not used to artificial pitches in South Africa. And if you're being honest, if you've been following Mamelodi Sundowns or even Bafana, Bafana Fana, yes, and also, I remember when we played Rwanda away, and also Orlando Pirates in Cape. Whenever South African teams play on this artificial pitches, we always struggle. We always struggle. I mean, we lost against Rwanda away because I think mainly because of the artificial pitch, because it affects the pace, it affects the how we normally play. We cannot have those pocket passes, those one twos, like those one twos combination plays. We struggle to do this on this artificial pitch. So we always struggles, and I think it's one thing that like this African teams are going to realize. You know what? When we play South African teams, when we play Bafana Fan, let's use the artificial pitches. Let's use stadiums where like there's no real grass. Let's use artificial pitches because we struggle. I mean, there's no stadium, not even one stadium in South Africa that has an artificial pitch. So it's something that like I don't know if maybe we need to get good at, but then I think definitely need to do better. We cannot be. I mean, in literally in 2024, we're still playing football on artificial pitches. That cannot be right. It cannot be right. And these teams are using that to their advantage. And also these artificial pitches. I mean, look at Themba Zwane. He went off injured, and I think this the artificial pitch this pitch played a role in Themba Zwane getting that injury. I don't think if like we played on the real grass, Themba Zwane would have got the injury. I don't think so. I don't believe that. So I don't know what's gonna rescue Bafana from these artificial pitches, but I think these teams are using it to their advantage because it affects our rhythm. I mean, today we didn't play well at all. Like we did not play. I mean, there were no, like I said, our wing play was non-existent. Our wing play was non-existent. Our no 1-2 combination it really affected the rhythm of this team. But congratulations also for us to actually maintain and come back from Congo Brazzaville with the 1 point. Yes, it might seem like it's nothing, but in a greater scheme of things, it is something. It's better than nothing. It's better than losing this game. But I'm not gonna be too critical of the team. I'm not gonna be too critical of the team because I saw people were like complaining, say, "Why you not bringing on Rele Mofokeng? Why you not bringing on Rele Mofokeng?" Guys, what did you expect? What would Rele Mofokeng? What would he have done differently in this game? Because it wasn't gonna bring anything different. If really being honest, like this game, this is not the game where you bring Rele Mofokeng. And in the when the game went to halftime, I was like, we need to bring on Tapelo Morena because of the of his pace. Like because honestly, because this team today is playing well, they're having a majority of the position. They're confident. They are taking us. Let's bring on Tapelo Morena. Let's use those long balls. Maybe you can get behind their defense and get them on that counter attack. And I was so happy seeing Hugo Bruce doing that. I was so happy when Hugo Bruce brought on Tapelo Morena because I was like, at least we're thinking alike, me and Hugo Bruce. He realized that and he brought on Tapelo Morena. Although he didn't get that many chances, but I don't think this was the game where you bring a luxury player like Relebule Mofokeng. Relebule Mofokeng is a luxury player, and also with the Tito Masongayo, he came on, and I saw people on Twitter were criticizing him, saying like, this why do we bring on Tito Masongayo? He got his chance. He's not doing anything. He's not offering Bafana anything. But I'm like, why are we being so why we like overreacting, man? South African football fans, we like, I don't understand why people like overreacting so much. You're not gonna judge um Tito Masongo on this game. It's unfair. It's unfair on Tito Masongo to judge him based on this game. You cannot judge Tito Masongo on this game. And you know what? He cannot. He tried. He tried. Honestly, although I was not happy with the chance that like he kind of like he ran the ball. It was too quick. The ball like he ran. What do you call? He misjudged the ball. He misjudged the pass from Elias Mokwana. Had he just remained like maybe composed, he could have he could have actually put that chance that like he got from Elias Mokwana's cross. But then unfortunately he couldn't. He kind of misjudged the ball there. But like I said, yes, he got his chance more than 45 minutes on the pitch after Themba Zwane got off injured. I mean, this was a difficult game. Yes, everything was he had the effect against him. Like I said, artificial pitch, playing away. I mean, Tito Masonga doesn't have he hasn't played that many games with Igraham, with Elias Mogwana, with Ashwin Police, with Tebo Mokoena, and Obas, Batus Obas. So it's so unfair. It's really, really unfair to judge Tito Masango and say like he's not gonna offer Bafana anything going forward. If I'm the coach, you still pick Tito Masango in this game. And if Bafana, let's say maybe was playing had another game maybe this week, I would have started into Tito Masango because like now a different pitch, different ball game, a different opposition, maybe playing home. So, like I said, next game, yes, I will still give Tito Masanga a chance to prove himself in the Bafana team because the injury that Zwane got, it looks like it's gonna be a lengthy one. It's not. It seems like Zwane is gonna be out of action for a very long period of time because it's never too good when a player goes down on him on his own. It's never great. Like, and also as a Mamelodi Sundowns fan, I'm worried. I'm worried because like now we're getting into like there's so many games coming on for us as, at Mamelodi Sundowns. There's Kalim Black Label, there's PSL, there's also the what you call the CAF Champions League. So I'm really I'm hoping, I'm fingers crossed that Tambazon does make a quick recovery and come back because oh man, we're gonna need him. We're gonna need him. And going back to Rushin Dudley, not a great game from Rushin Dudley. Not a, and I'm surprised that so far score rated him 7.1. I thought he was exposed a couple of times. I thought he was exposed today. And like I said, we were so lucky. We were so lucky. If you're being honest, Congo Brazzaville deserved to win this game. They literally scored two legitimate goals and they were denied a penalty. Two legitimate goals and they were also denied a penalty. And again, they also had so many chances in the game. I'm just gonna go through the match stats here. Like, look, I want you big chances. Like this, is the team that lost 5-0 in the first leg. They created two big chances, as same as Bafana. Total shots. They had 14 total shots, and we had 15. Goalkeeper saved. The goalkeeper only made two saves. Ours only made one. And then corner kicks. They had six corner kicks, and we also had six corner kicks. And they committed 16 fouls. We only committed 12 fouls. And then passes, they had 85 passes, and then we had 379 passes. So comparing that to the first game, I'm gonna go through this team's first statistics for their first game. A huge improvement, and which I expected because they were playing home, which I did expect, and I called it before the game. I was like, I expect this team to come out today. I expect this team to to be a whole different team, and I was proven right. I was proven right, but before I could go to let me just see if I'm not forgetting something here. Igram Renas, I thought he had a graveyard shift. Igram Renas had a graveyard shift today. Didn't get that many service. Didn't get that many opportunities. Even like I said, our wing play today was non-existent. I can recall a couple of crosses, about 2-3 crosses that were delivered in the 18 areas. And again, those crosses, I don't think he actually got like let me just both crosses that I can think of, I think they were all cleared by the defenders. I think both of those couple of those crosses that we made into the 18 area of Congo Brazzaville, they were all cleared by the defenders. So we didn't create chances. And again, it goes back to the same thing that I've been saying. The pitch, guys. These artificial pitches, we don't do well with these artificial pitches. We have never done well with artificial pitches. I can recall Mamelodi Sundowns losing games while playing on artificial pitches. Bafana struggling while playing on artificial pitches. Even Orlando Pirates struggling when playing on artificial pitches. So it's something that maybe we need to get used to. We need to get better at, but it's not gonna happen overnight. It's not gonna happen overnight. But then I just feel like it's very. I mean, you comparing. I just wanted to check the statistics. I mean, I'm going through the first match statistics. This we had 65 ball position, then they had 35, and we have 5 big chances, and they had 2 big chances. We had 13 shots on target, and they only had 10. So a big improvement. We have 4 corners, and they had 3 corners. So they improved so much. They improved so much, this Congo Brazzaville. But yeah, man, we need to get better. We need to finish on the. We need to finish as number one in this. I mean, we really, really have to finish as number one in this group. We need to finish as number one. We need to finish on the first spot as number one in this group. I think that I wanted to talk about Batusi Tebo and Tebo Oba. I mean, Tebo Mokoena and Batusi Obas didn't have a great game, mainly because of the. I'll go. It goes back to the same thing that I've been saying, the artificial pitches. So it's really it wouldn't be fair just to be harsh on this player and start criticizing them and say like they didn't live up to the expectations, the pressure got too much on them, and stuff like that. Like the team played well in Gqeberha, and I can I can actually confidently say this, that like despite this team having a penalty, not the referee not giving Congo Brazzaville a penalty when he should have done so, despite the referee, the lineman calling off a legitimate goal from the Congo Brazzaville, I still feel like if this game was played on a real grass, Bafana would have won this game. Like we would have won this game. I can confidently say so. But other than that, I'm not too disappointed. I'm not too disappointed, but I still feel like we could have done better. We could have won. We could have done better. We could have won this game. Yes, despite all those things that I've mentioned. But then going to into the next international break, I mean, this starting 11. I mean, other than Themba Zwane, who I don't think would be back, because that injury normally Achilles heals, they don't heal very fast. They don't heal very fast. So Themba Zwane, I'm really really worried about Themba Zwane. I cannot stress that enough. I'm really really worried about Themba Zwane. And now I'm just gonna go through our substitutions. I mean, why do we still pick Nico Mobi? Why do we still pick Nico Mobi? I don't understand that. Like, yes, is the coach favorite, but we have other players, man. With the boy that's playing for Orlando Pirates, Van Rooyen, he can do a better job at right back than Nico Mobi. And again, the boy is still very young. The boy that used to play for Stellenbosch, that Orlando Pirates just bought from Stellenbosch, Van Rooyen. Why is he not getting? He should be the one getting the spot at right back, deputizing, fighting for that right back spot with Kuliso Montao, because he's young. He has a bag of potential, and again, he's playing for Orlando Pirates. He's going to be exposed playing at the Champions League. So I feel like Nico Mobi is a waste of spot. He's a waste of spot. We don't need Nico Mobi anymore. And maybe I know I'm being too harsh, but then what are we going to achieve with Nico Mobi? What are we going to achieve with Nico Mobi? We don't want players that are okay. Maybe he's good for the squad. What, because some players, they're just good because like they can get along with other players. They can they for what you call building team, whatever. But then we don't need that. I mean, we had the very same issue with this guy, the Amazulu goalkeeper. I didn't understand why we were still picking that guy, because and he was given a chance, and he was exposed against, was it Uganda, where he considered two goals that should not have considered. And like now we cannot be doing that. We cannot be testing people that we know that they don't have the capacity of being Bafana internationals. Nico Mobi doesn't have what it takes to play for Bafana. Like the same with the Williams was exposed, and before that game, I was like, please don't play Velimocha, because it doesn't have what it takes to be a Bafana goalkeeper. And Hugo Bruce did that. He gave him an opportunity, and what did he do? Like he sinked under pressure. He like literally the pressure of playing for Fafana was too much for him. And in that game we had Sipo Chain on goal. We also had Ricardo Goose on goal, and those are two players that can actually live up to the expectations of being Bafana player, because they play for Ricardo Goose played for SuperSport, a big team. He played for Mamelodi Sundowns, a big team. Also played for Bidvest, a big team. This team, all this team that I just mentioned, they've played in the Champions League. Sipo Chine, he plays for Orlando Pirates, playing for for Bafana from Orlando Pirates, is used to the pressure of playing of being a big team goalkeeper. So, and because of that game that Vili Moto costed us, that's the reason why we're not number one in the league. That's the reason why we're not number one in the league. And we would not have considered those goals if maybe, let's say, Ricardo Goose or Zipochano was given a chance. So I'm just saying, like, Nyoko Mobi, he had his chance, and there's a reason why he's been picked so many times. Ever since Hugo Bruce took charge of Bafana Bafana, Nico Mobi has been a mainstay in this team. But now, and still is not the starter. So I think that tells you all you need to know about him. That he's not good enough, and we should not be taking players just because maybe they're good for the team morality, because they're important in building the team morality and stuff. No, we're a big team now. We are a big nation. Like, we have Van Rooyen, we have a couple of players, good players that can play. Even the boy that was at is it Johannes, that was a super spot, now is at Mamelodi Sundowns. Those are the players that can actually do a better job at right back than Nico Mobi, and they should be given a chance. And also, they're still very young. And other than that, uh, I mean, again, our substitutions. I mean, when you check our substitutions, I mean, we have so many good players, wing players, attacking players in South African football, in PSL. It was so disappointing seeing that, like, the only good players, I mean, good attacking players that we had today on the bench, it was Patrick Masongaya and Ratomo. Literally Patrick Masongaya. And this, no, I'm not criticizing Hugo Bruce. I'm not criticizing Hugo Bruce. Make no mistake. But then we only had RELE, Ratomo and Patrick Masongaya. Okay, Tapolo Morena is a utility player. He can be utilized at the right back, as a winger and also as a striker. So normally I don't like counting him when I count, like, our attacking player. But then my thing is, why is Saleng not getting a chance? I think Saleng deserve to be in this team. Saleng deserve to be in this Bafana team. And I hope that, like, Hugo Bruce does give him a chance, because I don't know what more Saleng needs to do to be in this team. Because this team we don't have enough depth going forward. This team, we don't have enough depth going forward. And we have the likes of is it Jaden, the boy from Cape Town City? Jaden, who's Jaden? This boy, man, is so good in his name. But then Jaden, okay, Jaden something, and we'll also have Mabasa. Yes, maybe we have, maybe I would say, maybe in the striking department we're good because we have Lal Foster. We also have Ren Igran. But then, like I said, Babasan deserved to get his chance. He deserved to get his chance. Like, the guy is lethal. Whenever is given a chance at Orlando Pirates, is always scoring goals. So my thing is, you can't be the main striker at Orlando Pirates, at these big teams, and not be given a chance at Bafana. I don't understand that, because if you're gonna be able to withstand the pressure of playing for a top three team, the big three team, Orlando Pirates, and also deliver on on those expectations, then you deserve to be in the Bafana team. That's just my opinion. Like, if you're gonna be great for Orlando Pirates, deliver on those expectations, then you should be given a chance to be in the Bafana team. Saleng, Bafana, I mean, Orlando Pirates doesn't win 10-8 without Saleng. Very, very instrumental to Bafana. I mean, to Orlando Pirates. Very, very instrumental to Orlando Pirates' success, recent success. It can withstand the pressure of playing for Orlando Pirates, a big team. It deserves to be given a chance of playing for in this Bafana team. Let's not be trying Nico Mobi over and over again. The guy's not gonna give. It's not gonna. Do you? I mean, do you think Kulisa Mutahu is stressed knowing that, like, Nico Mobi is on the bench? Yes, I'm not saying Kulisa Mutahu, like, maybe comfortable, or is being, like, complacent at right back. No, he's still playing very, very well as a right back. But then having someone like Van Rooyen on the bench will give him that extra. It will make Kulisomo down not to rest on his laurels. I'm not saying he does that, but it will make him to just, like, to stress and like, you know what, like not to work even harder than he is right now, not to lose his starting spot. Obrimudiba. Obrimudiba is playing well. I have nothing to say about Obrimudiba. And like I said, I've nothing to criticize my defense. I have no criticism of when it comes to my defense. I have no one to criticize, even regarding today's performance. I don't want to criticize. I'm not criticizing everyone. I'm just saying like we have we have enough players. Let's utilize the material that we have in this country. And this goes to our thing, our coach, Hugo Bruce. He needs to do better because we have enough players, guys. We have so many players, and I just don't want to see the likes of Mayambela in this team. I think this team doesn't need the players like the Mayambelas. I think Pesita Witt's time is also, unfortunately, I think his time at Bafana Fana might be over because I mean, like now, like I said, we have the likes of Saleng who needs to be given a chance. We have the likes of Ratomo emerging and potentially potentially a player that can actually impact be in this team and be a starter in this team. We have the likes of Titus. I would love to see Titus being given a chance in this Bafana team. I'm talking about wingers because we don't have enough depth going forward. We don't have enough depth going forward. The likes of Jaden Adams. I know that he was dropped. He was dropped because he couldn't report to the what do you call, to the camp on time. And I feel like Hugo Bruce was actually very extremely harsh there. I don't know why he did that, but I kind of feel like it was harsh, man, with the Jaden Adams and dropping him from Bafana team. Yes, I know it's important that like you keep the discipline and you make everyone follow your lead, but I don't think he did so. He reported to the camp late on purpose. I don't think so. I don't believe that because I mean right now being picked Bafana is actually um it's a privilege. Being part of this team, being part of this team is a privilege because this is a winning team. This is a winning team. And I think right now in South Africa, if you ask any player that is playing locally, they want to be part of this team because they can see potential in this team. They can see that like this team came third in the last AFCON. This team is definitely going to AFCON and they're not going to be eliminated in the group stages. This team can actually reach the semi-final of AFCON and this team can actually go to the World Cup. So like I said, I feel like Hugo Bruce was too harsh, man. Was too harsh, dropping Jaden Adams from this team, and I really hope that it doesn't affect his moral at his team as Stellenbosch. It doesn't affect his confidence, and he kind of like used that disappointment of being dropped and just like use it as an motivation to do like to make the coach like pick him again in the next Bafana team. But like I said, another player that I'm just mentioning, player that can actually do better and give us enough depth going forward. And these are young players. The player that is playing for what do you call Jaden Rhodes and at Cape Town City. The boy is screaming for an opportunity, guys. The boy is so talented. Like the boy needs to given a chance. He needs to be given a chance. Like he really needs to be given a chance. Like he's so good. Like if you're not familiar with Jaden Rhodes, please watch Cape Town City. Watch Cape Town City games. Watch Jaden Rhodes. Look what he brings to this game, man. And he's still very young. That's the thing. That's what I like about this team. Like, and what's really right now happening in South African football, we have so much potential, man. We have so many young players and actually these young players that play in the first team. So gone are those days that we wait for a player to until like maybe it's 23, it's 20 or 22. Like now he's like he plays consistently. Like these players, like they're showing us like what's happening in Europe with the likes of Yamil Yamal, with the likes of Kobe Mainu, with the likes of Cole Palmer. I mean, like now, right now, you go everywhere around the world. Most of in the if I like now I mentioned top 10 best players around the world. Most of them are below the age of 24. Most of them are below the age of 24. So like now, even here in South Africa, I mean, if I start going through the best players in South Africa, like I said, I've mentioned Jaden Rhodes, I've mentioned Adams, I've mentioned Relebule Mofokeng, I've mentioned Tashrik Matthews, and these are just like ones that I can like literally like think of from top of my head right now. These are the players that I can just think of from top of my head. So this players need to be given a chance. This players needs to be given a chance in this Bafana Fan team because the likes of Jaden Rhodes, Relebule Mofokeng, uh, Adams, Tashrik Matthews, these are players that are going to be very, very, very important in 2026 World Cup. And this the time that needs to this the time that like in these games that we're playing, this the time this a perfect opportunity that Hugo Bruce should be introducing this player in this team for Fana because by the time 2026 World Cup 2026 World Cup we're in 2026, this players would have they would have gained so much experience and they will not be like shaken or maybe nervous when it comes to playing in those stages of World Cup and so on. So yeah, going forward, Hugo Bruce needs to consider these players, man. He really needs to consider this player that I mentioned, Jaden Rhodes, Adams, Tashiri Matthews, and others because we don't have enough depth going forward. We have the midfield. Our midfield is on lock. Our defense is on lock. Only exception, is only Nuku Mobi. I'm happy with our defense. Our midfield, I'm happy with our midfield. Tebo Mokoena, Batus Obas, the boy is he, yeah, yes, the one that plays overseas, and Mbata, Mbata's obviously injured. We have enough depth on in midfield. We have enough depth in defense. The goalkeeper, I mean, also we have China on the bench. We also have Ricardo Goose. The only problem, and even our striking department is we have depth. We have Ikram Renas, we have Lyle Foster. Bring on Mabaso. You don't have. It doesn't have to start. It doesn't have to start. Bring on Mabasa just to like give competition to Ikram Renas as well as Lyle Foster. It gives a different and also like our wingers. The only place where we don't have enough depth is this our wingers number 10. This we don't have enough depth here, and the players that I just mentioned, if they were to be given an opportunity to be in this team, then this team honestly I don't think it can be stopped by anything. If what do you call Hugo Bruce consider Saleng, Mabasa, Jaden Rhodes, Adams, Mofoke is already in the team, Justin Matthews. And then, man, can you imagine like having those options going forward? Can you imagine that? Like, ah, man, can you imagine just having those options? Honestly, I think we can beat anyone, man. And you know what? The beautiful thing about this whole thing, this players that I mentioned, is that most of them they play locally. They're in this country, and it really like it goes well for this for our because our football and our league in South Africa that like we really have a good league here and we have potential and not just potential but good players in this country. We have good players in this country. So guys, please Vuyo Balance says it's true, bruh. It's unfair for Tito did very well. Those people they blame Tito, they are not true supporters. If they want to blame, they must blame the whole team. It's disappointing to see a game where we entered the second half. Half of a sudden, the ball is no longer played on the ground, down on side of the pitch. Please, guys, do like the video. Please do like the video, guys. I mean, we don't even analyze. Come on, guys. Why? Why you not liking my video? Please like this video, guys, and subscribe if you haven't. Yeah, please. But like I said, the second half was non-existent. The second half was non-existent. We didn't play at all in the second half. We didn't play well at all in the second half. But then, like I said, the pitch, I'll never, I cannot reiterate that enough. With today's performance, the only thing that I have, I mean, I don't blame the coach. I don't blame the players. My issue is the pitch, nothing else. If maybe this pitch was played on a green, on a proper grass, would have won this game quite easily. But then, with what's to come on the channel this week, guys, we have the Telcom, not Telcom. Yeah, I keep making this same mistake, man. The Kalim Black Label, games. We're gonna have previews and post game analysis. We're gonna have watch along. I think we might have one watch along. And I just want to see the fixture because last time I checked, the fixture was just like not the fixture, the time, the kickoff times were not sorted. So I just wanted to check if the kickoff time have been sorted. So yeah, we're gonna have the previews and watch alongs and post game analysis and so many other stuff, guys. So please do me that favor and just subscribe to the channel because there's a lot of content that we're gonna have here around football, and I really need you guys to walk with me and be with me and ride with me on this journey. And yeah, man, let me just see. I want to see how people are hypocritical, man. People are so are hypocrite, and people are so like quick to judge players, quick to criticize. I mean, I'm even like I don't even want to go through this the post here, people, because I already know that people are gonna say mean things towards Tito Masongwe. This performance Tito Masongwe is given for Bafana is what I see every week from my team, Orlando Pirates. The only difference there is that he can stand on the ball and the crowd will go crazy. But technically, he is weak footballer, not better than Dlamini and Mofokeng. But then Tito Masong doesn't play the same position as Dlamini and Mofokeng. So, and again, yes, I know Tito Masong didn't start this season very well. Yes, as much as like I read Tito Masong, I think it's like he's good. I think it's great. I know he didn't start the season very well. Yes, I haven't been impressed with his performances this season. But then you guys forget. You guys forget. You guys are so quick to forget. Like these are the same players that in the MTN Cup final. Before the game could go to halftime, before Saleng could score, I was going through Twitter and people were saying like Saleng's not playing well, and I'm like, you guys, do you guys understand how important Saleng is? Saleng has been rescuing this Orlando Pirates team, but then people are so quick to judge him. People are so quick to badge him. People are so quick to just like it's not good enough. Hey, what guys? Season just started. Season just started, guys, and I think Tito Masonyo during preseason he suffered an injured. I mean, he suffered an injury, so we shouldn't be doing this, guys. Like we literally like how many games have we? 3 or 4 games in in PSL. Yes, I know. Like Orlando Pirates went to the finals of MTN 8, and also in the very same MTN 8 Cup final. Remember that Tito Masongo was playing as a number 10. He has to drop deep and play as a 6 with Ramavuja. What the guy after like Makaula and Talentum Bata were forced off because of injuries. So he really sacrificed his game and for the team, and he had to drop in and play as a 6. So these are the things that like most, just because he's not scoring, he's not assisting, people are just quickly gonna forget that. People are just gonna quickly forget that, like that the guy is not. Yes, the goals are gonna come, the assists are still going to come, but let the like no, it's only Ronaldo and Messi that can go throughout the whole season being at the peak of their forms. You guys really need to stop this, man. Honestly. Then the guy Utami Ujo he further says he is even Darkin Sitters paid for him. This player. Gavin Hunt doesn't just release players and bench them. He poached Masibu Sane Zongo, so the problem could not be dribbling or this. Come on, I think this is just like a propaganda against Tito. This is just I mean, I support Mamelodi Sundowns. I'm a big Mamelodi Sundowns fan, but this just this is a propaganda because what I witnessed from Tito last season does not warrant this. What I saw from Tito last season does not warrant this slander, and I will not tolerate any Tito Masongwa's slander. I'm sorry, as much as I'm not an Orlando Pirates fan, I will not tolerate it. Hence, I will never tolerate anyone criticizing Themba. Yes, Themba is. I mean, I'm not even comparing Masong with Themba because DJ Masong, as much as I rate him, nowhere close to Themba. Nowhere, nowhere. And people, yes, I'm glad that people are not even doing that anymore. Those comparisons have kind of like stopped, and I really hope they never, ever resurface because we should never, ever disrespect Themba like that. But I will say this: what I witnessed from Tito last season does not warrant this slander, and people really we don't need this. We really don't need this in our football. In our football, what to say? You are just a hater. Honestly, Exactly. The guy is just a hater. The guy just doesn't like Tito Masongwaye. And you don't need to be an Orlando Pirates fan to say, or I mean, like I said, I'm a Mamelodi Sundowns fan, and let's analyze games and be honest in our football opinion and takes. Yes, Tito Masongwaye is not in a great form right now, but that doesn't mean he's a shitty player. No, doesn't mean he's a bad player overnight. The guy was consistent last season. I mean, he won. He was nominated for a couple of awards, and he also won awards. So how does he become a bad player overnight? I don't understand that, and I will never understand this thing of slandering players when they are on the one they are not on form, because not anyone's going to be on form throughout the season. It's not possible. It's not possible unless you are Ronaldo or Messi. So let me see what other people are saying again. The Zwane and Petri Masoyan comparison was such a disgrace to Msiji. No, that comparison should not have ever existed. And one thing that I know is that, like, even Tito Masoyan, I mean, I could sometimes I would even see him posting under Zwane post, because he knows how much of a greater player Zwane he is. Those are just comparisons from fans, because yes, obviously as fans always get giddy. Fans always get giddy, and these are you'll find that these are the very same fans. When Tito Masai doesn't score or assist, they'll come here and slander him and say like, no, it's not good enough. He must. That's what you get from fans. Masai came on and started having problems. When we started having problems, this someone was shouting at him to drop back before the goal. Overall, Congo also struggled in this artificial turf. Both teams played poorly, but Zwane forced substitutions affected the middle. We lost shape completely. Maswane didn't help much in that regard. We also got assisted by the linesman. Yeah, no, the linesman literally came. Oh, he came to our rescue. He came to our. In fact, you know what, man? Like sometimes I'm so happy whenever when I analyze a game and I make notes, I write things down, and maybe I go to the I watch after the game. I watch what other people are saying, and I can see that like, oh, we actually we're spotting the same thing, because I mentioned the turf issue. I also mentioned that like Zwane substitution that kind of like made us lose our shape, and also the linesman. I mean, everyone knows that the linesman came to the party today. The linesman really came through for us, man. Like, because it would have been very sad. It would have been very sad if we had lost this game, because yeah, I'm just glad that we benefited. I'm just glad that we benefited, man. So yeah, man. Like I said, I mean, people. I mean, wow, so many people want Masongi to fail. We generally do not know why people are on petty. You know what? I'm just even gonna give these people much more attention. I think I'm just gonna move on to Bafana. Just and then I'm gonna end the video. Let me see how been going for 43 minutes. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna end the video very soon, guys. So like I said, weekend, please tune into the channel. We're gonna have previews, we're gonna have post-match analysis, watch alongs, predictions on Friday. So yeah, I need you guys to ride with me, man. Ride with me, guys. Like, I need you guys to be with me on this journey, guys, because we're gonna create so much content around South African football. Yeah, predictions, breaking news, all of that good stuff. So tune in on the channel. Like, get those notification bells on. Subscribe, like the video. Not MTN 8 ish. South African Black Label. I just want to see which games will be doing watch alongs and doing post match analysis, so that like you guys are up to date. I picked the wrong thing here. Let me do this. Yeah, man, I really want to win this trophy. Colin Black Label Cup. I want my team to win this trophy this season, man. Really hope that we win this cup this season. Because last season we didn't even, I mean, we got eliminated in the first game. Galaxy eliminated Mamelodi Sundowns in the first game. So I hope that like this time around we do better. Kalim Black Label fixtures. I don't know why there's no fixtures. South African League Cup. Oh, it must be. Oh, it's this one. Okay. South African League Cup. Okay, so we're gonna have Orlando Pirates against Magesi. The kickoff time is still not confirmed. Okay, what's happening? Anyways, guys, I think I'm gonna video because I don't know I don't know why we don't have the. Still say 19 fella. I would have to go to Orlando Pirates game because we're gonna do Orlando Pirates game, MAMELODI Sundowns game, as well as KAIZER Chiefs game. So those are the and KAIZER Chiefs playing against SuperSport, so it's a big team. So we have to make a previews, watch alongs, and as well as the so KAIZER Chiefs play SuperSport Saturday 19th, 8 o'clock. So yeah, we're gonna have previews and match watch along and post match analysis for this game. So please join me on the on Saturday 8 o'clock. So and then I want to check Orlando Pirates. I want to check Orlando Pirates as well. So just be patient with me, guys. Should be done in less than a minute or two. Okay. And then Orlando Pirates against Magesi on Saturday 19th, 3 o'clock. Yeah, then okay, meaning we're gonna start with Orlando Pirates against Magesi. We're gonna have preview and post match analysis. We're not gonna have watch along for this, and then we're gonna have watch along for SuperSport against KAIZER Chiefs. And then on the 19th, Mamelodi Sundowns against Golden Arrows. So yeah, that's the schedule for this week. So yeah, thank you guys so much for joining, man. Really appreciate you guys sticking around. And if you haven't subscribed, like I said, please do subscribe and like the video before going out. Please, let's at least get to 15 likes. Like the video before going out, and I'll see you guys again on Friday. On Friday, we're gonna have predictions for Kalim Black Label, and yeah, I'm gonna give away Betway vouchers on Friday. I'm gonna be giving away Betway vouchers on Fridays, and we're gonna have match predictions, and we're gonna be giving away Betway vouchers on the stream. So you don't want to miss that. So please join in on Fridays to get those Betway vouchers. And yeah, thank you guys for joining me, man. Appreciate you guys. Sharp. Good night.